Hello everyone, welcome, and let's simplify this math problem, which is actually 2 over 3 to power 2 over 3. Now solution here, solution, we have that 2 over 3 to power 2 over 3. This is basically in the form of a to power m divided by n, which we can express as the nth root of a to power m. Now applying this particular property, 2 over 3 to power 2 over 3, this can be expressed as the cube root of 2 over 3 raised to power 2. Okay, this is the cube root of 2 over 3 squared, which is actually in the form of a divided by b raised to power n, which we can express as a to power n divided by b to power n. Okay, now applying this particular property, you find that the cube root of 2 over 3 squared, this becomes the cube root of 2 squared. You say 2 squared divided by 3 squared. And actually, this is equal to the cube root of 2 squared, which is actually 4, divided by 3 squared, which is 9. Okay? Now, as you can see, the cube root of 4 divided by 9, this is basically in the form of nth root of a divided by b, which we can express as the individual nth root of a divided by the nth root of b. Now applying this particular property, the cube root of 4 over 9, this can be expressed as the cube root of 4 divided by the cube root of 9. Okay, now from here you find that the cube root of 4 divided by the cube root of 9, basically this is in the form of 1 divided by the nth root of a, which we can basically express as 1 divided by the nth root of a. In the numerator, we multiply the nth root of a, okay, to power n, subtract 1, divided by the nth root of a to power n, subtract 1. Now applying this particular property, it follows that we're going to have the cube root of 4 divided by the cube root of 9. Okay, so here in the numerator, we multiply by the cube root of 9 to power n is 3, so this is 3 subtract 1, divided by the cube root of 9 to power 3 subtract 1. Okay, so let's proceed. Now we have the cube root of 4 divided by the cube root of 9, which you can express as the cube root of 4 divided by the cube root of 9. Applying this particular property, okay, we'll have the cube root of 9 to power n minus, which is 3 minus 1, divided by the cube root of 9 raised to power 3 subtract 1. Now this is the same thing. This is the same thing as the cube root of 4 multiplied by the cube root of 9 to power 2 divided by the cube root of 9 multiplied by the cube root of 9 to power 2. Okay, now in the numerator part, we have the cube root of 4 multiplied by the cube root of 9 squared. This is the same thing as 81. Substituting this, we'll have 81 divided by, now in the denominator here, we have the cube root of 9 multiplied by the cube root of 9 to power 2. Now in this denominator, we have the cube root of 9 times the cube root of 9 squared, which is actually in the form of the nth root of 8 to power x multiplied by the nth root of 8 to power y, which we can basically express as the nth root of 8 to power x plus y. Okay, so applying this particular property, we'll have in the numerator the cube root of 4 multiplied by the cube root of 81. 81 can be expressed, we can express 81 as 27 multiplied by 3. So let's substitute this here. We'll have 27 times 3 divided by, we have the cube root of, this is 9, actually this is 9 to power 1, so this is 9 to power 1 plus 2. Okay, so that here we'll have the cube root of 4 multiplied by, now we have that the cube root of 27, the cube root of 27, this is 3, multiplied by the cube root of 3 divided by the cube root of, this is 9 to power 1 plus 2, which is 9 to power 3. Now, and as you can check the denominator here, this is in the form of the nth root of 8 to power n, which is basically equal to a, okay? So in this case, the cube root of 9 to power 3, this is the same thing as 9, okay? This is the same thing as 9. Now, applying this property that the nth root of 8 to power n is a, then the cube root of 9 to power 3, this is equal to 9. Let's substitute this 9. Now, in the numerator part, we have, this is 3 to power 4, multiplied by 3, multiplied by the cube root of 3, divided by 9, okay? So let's simplify here by 3, 1, by 3, 3. Now, from what we have here, in the numerator, we'll have the cube root of 4, okay, multiplied by the cube root of 3, divided by 3, okay? Now, in the numerator, we have that if you have the nth root of a multiplied by the nth root of b, this can be expressed as the nth root of a multiplied by b. So let's apply this property so that now in the numerator you'll have the cube root of 4 multiplied by 3 divided by 3. Now here we'll have the cube root of 4 times 3, which is basically 12, divided by 3. And this is the solution. So kindly follow the steps, like this video, and more importantly, subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video. Bye bye, my good people.